50 hertz, 40 hertz, 30 hertz, 20 hertz, 10 hertz. After my Simpson Plus X pedals review, a bunch of you asked if I was going to get these in, the SIMSONN VAM Pro linear motors. They're haptic reactors. So here we have a set of 3 of them in. I was actually quite surprised when this was delivered how heavy the box was, because these are pretty meaty. Size-wise, they're just slightly larger than the SimMagic haptic reactors, just a little bit longer. The sort of like the SimMagic ones come to about there. And they're just ever so slightly kind of more narrow. So yeah, these are heavier than those. Inside is a weight that basically moves up and down and it hits the ends, and that's how it creates that vibration effect. In a moment I will open one up and you can have a peek inside. And in fact, you could consider it to be essentially a smaller version of a butt kicker. They're just basically bigger versions of these, because they use exactly the same system, a weight and a magnetic coil that basically just moves the weight around. Yeah, it looks like they're really well made. I mean, you've got this nice anodized caps on the end. It's aluminium. Decently long cable goes to the plug. These go into your Simpson pedal controller box. So if you have Simpson pedals, you'll have one of these. And as you can see, we have the motor sockets there. Those are for the pedals. So you plug it in there. Power supply goes into the end there. By the way, this is a 66 watt power supply. And it's nice they included a UK plug as well. So you get the right plug when you buy these, and USB to your PC, and there you go. Also worth knowing actually, because they've recently added support in SimHub for the Simpson haptic reactors. So when they launched, you could only use the Simpson Sim Manager software, but now you do get full SimHub support, and it looks pretty well done actually, so that's good. SimHub, which is a much more advanced piece of software, supports a ton of games, which means you don't have any compatibility issues. So it's as equally as compatible as other rumble motors or haptic reactors you might buy, from another brand. So that's good news. These, of course, are the brackets that attach to your pedals. So I think these are stainless steel and then painted. So they look decent enough. Go on like that, and that piece attaches to your pedal. As you can see, we've got 2 different brackets here actually, so it could be, I'm not sure which pedal, it might be the brake user, a slightly different one compared to the clutch and the throttle. I'd imagine those are the clutch and the throttle, and that's the one you need for the brake pedal, because the clutch and the throttle are the same design, but the brake has got its own thing going on. So I'd imagine that's how that is. Of course, we got some mounting stuff, and inside are some cable clips as well, so that's good. So it means we can have a nice tidy cable set up. And so there you go. Okay, let's go ahead and crack one of these open. 2 little springs here. I think they're simply to retain these little silicone bumper stops. You can see those? They're just little rings. They're sort of loose on there. So I'm assuming that's there just to hold them in place, because they don't really provide any resistance or any sort of purpose. Make sure I don't lose those. So let's put them there. And that's the moving weight. So hopefully I can pop it out like I did earlier. So it's sticking out a little bit. It's well lubricated, so it is hard to grab onto, but here we go. And actually quite a strong magnet on there. I wasn't pretending, but yeah, there you go. That's the weight. That's what moves. That's what's creating the knock. I think is that interesting. See down there? Yep, so we've got sleeve, and that's the main weight. And inside, I can't take that piece out, but you can see there's a little kind of cup that it sits in. Yeah, that doesn't move. And also interesting is there's, well, I think those are ball bearings. So let me just check this out. Does it? Okay, yeah. So it's really greasy, unfortunately. Yeah, so you can see those lines, those little balls, those are ball bearings. And that provides obviously a track for this weight to move on to keep it nice and smooth. So yeah, inside it looks like a very well made bit of kit really. And these sort of things are very reliable because, you know, the moving part is just a weight that's lubricated in this kind of electromagnetic coil. Let's put this thing back together. But there you go. That's what it looks like inside. I know you guys are interested in this sort of thing, but yeah, it looks excellent. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, I showed you a little bit earlier a quick demonstration. Yeah, it seems powerful. Everything seems fine. They're not producing like a whole lot of noise because they are, you know, essentially you got those bumpers to kind of keep that noise down so you don't get metal on metal. So everything looks pretty good here.